everyone, how you guys doing? It's your boy Tom here. We're back with another video. This is actually a review video of The Last of Us HBO Max series. Now, this was one hell of a show. I'm going to give you my take on it. So, let's go over four main characters of it. The four main characters were, of course, Ellie, Joel, Tommy, and Tess. Or Teresa, that's what they call her in HBO Max. Now, their real names are Bella Ramsey. She's the one who plays the role of Ellie. Let's talk about her for a moment. Now, in the video game, it is Ashley Johnson that plays the role of Ellie. So, if you put the two combined together, some of the things that she says, Ellie, inside the game, she actually has a persona, that characteristic, which was pretty spot on, and I did like it. And her favorite word was fuck you, and stuff. But other than that, Joel, on the other hand, played by Pedro Pascal, that was an HBO Max series. He played the role of Joel extremely, really well. Now, this was Troy Baker, I guess you could say the voice actor of Joel. I was thinking of like some different scenarios, like where is this actually going to lead? Are they actually going to build it up to the same as the game towards the HBO Max live series? They did it. Like seriously. Some of the lines that they made were basically similar to the video game, courtesy of Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog did a really good bomb-ass job at making this TV series. Now, the premiere was actually 1 hour and 20 minutes long. Now, I'm going to get into that in a moment's notice. Now, I want to let you know this. Hannah Hayes, the voice actor of Sarah, well, let's just say that she wasn't the same, how can you say, the same daughter characterized as her. But still, she played the role as Sarah pretty well. Now, at the beginning, okay, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen The Last of Us HBO Max series, Sarah, she had, I say, like 25 minutes inside the episode, which I did like. I'm glad she didn't have like 10 minutes when they killed her off. Sarah actually was the first one who witnessed what was going on. Because I'll tell you what, this is the part that gave shivers down my spine, and I was like, holy shit. So there's this old woman and also a man. They're caretakers of this old lady who sits in a wheelchair like all day long. And so after school, sometimes Sarah goes over there to help her to make, like, I guess, cookies and stuff to wait for her father to come home, Joel. And so we did see Tommy. Basically, let me tell you about Tommy. I'll tell you about Tommy in a moment's notice. When Sarah actually went over there, she turned her back behind the old lady that was in the wheelchair, and you could see a frame when Sarah was trying to get a DVD out. That old lady was acting like she was, like, I wouldn't say possessed or something, but she had like those syndromes, those motivations. Her mouth was all opening still, like she was about to get up. Later on, Sarah walks inside the house, and what does she see? The old lady out of the wheelchair eating the caretakers, the old man and the old woman. Yeah, seriously, it was insane. And the doggy was smart. The dog ran over to Sarah, and that dog ran away. He didn't want to be part of it. Now, as for Joel, let's talk about Joel's state of mind. Joel was actually a pretty good character. I was on the off edge of Joel may not be a perfect role, perfect cast Pedro for this role, but he was actually very decent in his characteristic. I tried to match him inside The Last of Us TV show. And him and Troy Baker, they have a similar mindset of playing the role as Joel. I believe he did a very good, well done job. And as for Tommy, in the TV show, Tommy has blonde hair, I believe. This one, he didn't have blonde hair, but still, it really doesn't matter. Tommy plays his role pretty good. They're two down south boys, and yeah. So after Sarah died, 20 years later, this whole thing took place in 2003. Remember that, 2003. Then they jumped 20 years later, which is 2023. This era where we're at is 2023. I see what Naughty Dog went through, their transformation. So basically, in the video game series, it happened in 2012, I believe. That's when The Last of Us came out. But they didn't want that to happen. They said, how about we take place in 2003, and then 20 years later, that's when the outbreak happens. And yeah, so everyone is afraid of Joel. Yes, and Tessa, the one who plays Tessa, her name's Anna Torv. She played the role as Tessa, actually, I say, very quite well. And the person who played Tessa was actually Annie Restrin in the video game, and the one who played Tommy in the video game was Jeffrey Pierce. Like I said, Jeffrey and Troy, they had similar mindsets, just basically like the same people that were in the HBO Max series, which I have respect for, and that was actually pretty awesome. Now, as for Tess, let's just say that in the video game, they're partners. They're like friends, and Joel took orders from her. In the TV show, they're a couple. They're like lovers and stuff. Because one, she had the key to Joel's house. Two, she went inside Joel's bed when Joel was laying down, and they cuddled together. So basically, they're a couple. In the game, you can see Tess' face beat up a little bit, and so what the thing that happened is that people are scared of Joel. Yes. Uh, I have no idea why they're scared of Joel. I guess Joel is a fucking badass in that TV show. We gotta see it. Okay, where we left off was when they actually went inside the city. We didn't see them officially go inside the city. We saw them like escape out of Boston, the quarantine zone. And let's just say that this was the first time we saw Joel in action right here. And I understand why people are afraid of him, because he beat a federal soldier to death with his bare hands. Yes, blood was all over his knuckles, and Ellie, she was stunned. She was like, what the fuck? Why am I actually here? What's going on? I was like, damn. He punched him, I'd say probably 10 times, and that federal soldier actually died. Yeah. So I guess Joel has a pack a punch. So Tommy, on the other hand, Tommy is missing. Their main objective is to get an engine, put it inside a truck, and go and find Tommy. So Tommy's missing. Marlene, the one of the Queen Butterflies, well, I guess she's the same as a voice actor inside the video game. So they just called her up, said, would you like to be part of the cast in the HBO series? She said, yeah, I would like to. So where you left off of is at night they panned up. The three of them walk into the city, Ellie, Joel, and Tess. You get to see a building that's tipped upside down that's leaning against another building, just like the video game. Every single spot in the place where they filmed the location was exactly in the video game. Okay, so I'm really blunt with this. So I'm going to tell you guys with this. 1 out of 10. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Yes, 10 out of 10. I normally do not give things out, rate them out like an A+. But since Naughty Dog was in it, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. Because a project that has to be associated with the video game, if you turn into a live action series, you have to have the developer and all the, community that works for Naughty Dog to work with the bloody live stream, live action characters as well. I wish I could have gone to New York at the premiere. It would have been awesome, but I was able to catch it live stream on HBO Max. And if you guys want me to do any more reviews of this, of HBO Max's Last of Us series, I will do it. I'm trying to figure out the next episode. I gotta find out. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel as always. Leave comments down below what you want me to react to next. I'll see you all in the next one.